Pirate Adventure is a 1979 interactive fiction text adventure by Scott Adams, founder of the company Adventure International. It is the second S.A.G.A game and is the first published by Adventure International. If you've been following me, you know by now that Scott Adams is credited pretty much by every major historian on the topic as being responsible for the IFTA boom and the creation of the microcomputer gaming market. For more on this, see my previously published works. Pretty much what you need to know. Scott Adams' wife at the time, Alexis, decided that she wanted to write a game, and Scott agreed. Together they created a game that feels based on the novel Treasure Island, with some other fantasy elements added in. See also Peter Pan. It's a very different animal from his first game, Adventureland. How so? Let's see. You and I are going to be doing this Let's Play together on a TRS-80 Color Computer 3, or COCO 3, using Disk Extended Color Basic 2.1. The game was originally distributed on a 16K cassette for $14.95, but once again for brevity, we will be running it from a floppy drive. Now, let's get started. It has been more than a week since I ran this on the Model 3, so I'm going to be sticking pretty closely to my script that I put together for running the Model 3. So if you have seen this on the Model 3, you may get a different commentary, but almost everything is going to operate the same way. To start, let's check our directory. As you can see, we have Adventure, we have Pirate, we have Mission, Voodoo, Count, Odyssey, Funhouse, Pyramid, Ghost, and the one we are after is Pirate. Since this is running from a disk, and it is a machine language program, load machine language. We want drive 0, Pirate, binary, and execute. Do you have lowercase? I am going to tell it no. And here we are at the splash screen. It reads, Adventure, version 5.73, Adventure number 2, version 4.08. Copyright Adams, 1979. Box 3435, Longwood, Florida, phone 1-305-862-6917. Color conversion by Roger Schrag. This program will allow you to have an adventure without ever leaving your armchair. You will find yourself in a strange new world. You will be able to look at, pick up, and otherwise manipulate the objects you find there. You will also be able to move from location to location. I will be your puppet in this adventure. You command me with 2-word English sentences. I have a vocabulary of over 120 words, so if a word doesn't work, just try another. Some commands I know: score, help, save game, inventory, and quit. Please don't copy or accept a pirated copy of Adventure. Would you like to restore a previously saved game? No. Once again, just like the previous adventures we've run, this is broken into a upper portion of the screen and lower portion of the screen, with the upper portion being the description of the area where we are, and the lower portion being our interactive location. The description: I am in a flat in London. Visible items: flight of stairs. Sign says, bring treasures here. Say score: bottle of rum, rug, safety sneakers, sack of crackers. Welcome to Adventure number 2, Pirate Adventure by Alexis and Scott Adams. Dedicated Ted Heron and Paul Charlin. Remember, you can always ask for help. What shall I do? We are going to start by getting some items. So we want to get the rum, and then we want to get the crackers, and then we need the sneakers. After this point, there is still a rug there, so we want to try to get the rug, which it will not allow. Sorry, I can't. It's nailed to the floor. We need to remember that for later. So let's climb the stairs. In an alcove, visible items, open window, books in a bookcase. Let's get a book. There's a strange sound. It now says bookcase with a secret passage beyond. Let's read the book. The book is in bad condition, but I can make out the title, Treasure Island. There's a word written in blood on the flyleaf. Yo-ho, and a message. Long John Silver left 2 treasures on Treasure Island. What shall I do? Let's enter the passage. In a secret passageway, obvious exits are east and west. Let's go east. I am in a musty attic. Visible items: pirate's duffel bag, unlit torch, rum bottle smashed into pieces. Sign opposite of light is unlight. Some obvious exits are west. Let's get the bag. It's a duffel bag, so I'm just going to call it bag. And let's examine the bag. There's something there, all right. Maybe I should open it. So let's open the bag. Something falls out. It now says that there is an unlit torch, matches, the rum bottle, and the sign in the area. So let's get the torch. Let's get the matches. If I am right, this will show us something. I am carrying too much. Try take inventory. I know our inventory, but we need to drop the bag. I'm carrying a large blood-soaked book, pirate's duffel bag, unlit torch, bottle of rum, safety sneakers, and sack of crackers. That is 6 items. Let's drop the bag and then get the matches. Now we want to go west into the secret passageway, go west again to the alcove, where the visible window, this is where we open the bookcase, and we want to enter the window. I'm outside an open window on the ledge of a very tall building. At this point we need the magic word. Say yo-ho. Everything spins around and suddenly I am elsewhere. I'm in a sandy beach on a tropical isle. Visible items, small ship's keel and a mast. Sand, lagoon. Sign in the sand says, "Welcome to Pirates Island. Watch out for the tide." Some obvious exits are east. So let's go east. In a meadow, visible items, mongoose, grass shack. Obvious exits are east and west. So we want to enter the shack. I am in a grass shack. Visible items, wicked-looking pirate, treasure chest, parrot. Obvious exits are west. The parrot ate a cracker. We want to give the rum to the pirate. Interesting, it dropped the rum. Let's get the rum. Let's try give bottle. This is an example of the parser working in a weird way. The pirate grabs the rum and scuttles off, chortling. The parrot cries, "Check the book, matey." We've already checked the book. And you will see it does not know how to check anything. Let's get the parrot, and then go west, and then go east. I'm at the foot of a cave-ridden hill. The pathway leads up to the top. Obvious exits are west. I want to climb the pathway. At the top of a hill, below is Pirates Island. Across the sea, way off in the distance, I see Treasure Island. Visible items, rock wall with a narrow crack in it. Let's try to enter the crack. Sorry, I can't. Something won't fit. Parrot ate a cracker. I'm going to stop repeating everything the parrot says, because it talks a lot and most of it is meaningless. Let's drop the book, and that should make enough room to enter the crack. Enter crack. It is too dark to see, so we need to light a torch. I am in a large cavern. Visible items, pile of sails, pile of pre-cut lumber, tool shed, narrow crack in the rock. Obvious exits are west. So let's get the sails. Parrot ate a cracker. I want to check my inventory. I am carrying lit torch, pile of sails, matches, parrot, safety sneakers, and a sack of crackers. I want to drop the parrot. I want to drop the crackers. Then enter the crack again. And I'm back to on top of the hill where I dropped the book. And let's drop the sails here. And then go back in the crack. You're going to notice there will be a lot of back and forth and inventory management in this game. Back to where everything is, let's enter the shed. The tool shed. In a tool shed, visible items, claw hammer, shovel, and water ring. So let's get all of these items, and we start with the hammer, and then we get the shovel, and then we get the wings. Obvious exit is north, and here I want to drop the shovel, enter the crack, back outside, and unlight the torch. Get the sails, go down, because that is where the obvious exit is. And this is the foot of the cave-ridden hill with the pathway. And then go west, the obvious exit. And this is the meadow where the grass shack was. There's a mongoose here. And I want to check my inventory. Torch, matches, pile of sails, claw hammer, safety sneakers, water wings. So let's drop the hammer. Drop the sails. and then head back going east, and then we climb the path again. And we want to get the book, and head back down, head west, and then west one more time. This took us right past the area where the mongoose and the grass shack were, and back out onto the sandy beach, which is where we can teleport back, but we need to have the book in our possession. So we say yo-ho. We're back on the outside of the open window on the ledge of a very tall building. Enter the window, and then into the passageway. We will go east down the secret passageway into the musty attic. There's a pirate's duffel bag, an empty bottle, a sleeping pirate. This is the pirate we gave the rum to earlier. Why he is in our flat in London now, of all places, I still do not understand, but that's the way it is. So let's get the bottle. And then we go west into the secret passageway, west again, into the alcove. Enter the window out onto the ledge. Say yo-ho. And we are back on the sandy beach. Here we want to go east, back to the grass shack area. We do not need the book right now, so let's drop the book. Go west. As you remember, this is the sandy beach on the tropical island. Visible items are the ship's keel, the mast, sand, lagoon, and the sign. We want to enter the lagoon. In a shallow lagoon to the north is the ocean. Visible items, rusty anchor. The tide is out. Some obvious exits are north, south, east, and west. So we are going to head north, out into the ocean. The visible items are fish and salt water. Obvious exits are north, south, east, and west. Let's get water. That fills the bottle with water. And then get fish. And then we are going to head south to get out of here, back to the lagoon. South again, back to the sandy beach. And then we will head east past the grass shack. East again on the foot of the cave-ridden hill. And we want to enter the cave. It's too dark to see, so let's light our torch. In a maze of caves, obvious exits are south, east, west, and down. And let's go down. In a pit, visible items are mean and hungry-looking crocodiles. Locked door. Obvious exits are up. So let's give the fish to the crocodiles. And as you see, nothing happened, so let's get the fish again. Let's try feed crocodiles. It does not understand that. Let's try give fish again. Crocs eat the fish and leave. What shall I do? In my previous run-through on the Model 3, I did not run into any issues where I had to do items multiple times, except one puzzle at the end. I may have gotten lucky, and this is just a time where it is happening due to a random number generator. I do not know, but that would be my guess. Going to go up to get out of here, back into the maze of caves, go east, which we are still in the maze of caves, and then go south, which puts us at the foot of a cave-ridden hill. This is where we came into the caves. Let's unlight the torch. And I think it is time to head west and get the book. Do an inventory, because we need to drop some things. Let's drop the wings, get the hammer, drop the matches, and drop the bottle, and drop the torch. Let's check our inventory, make sure I have everything I need. We are going to go after the keys, and we also need to get some nails in the process. That is why it is a claw hammer and not just a hammer. So let's head west, back to the sandy beach. Say yo-ho here, which will take us back to the ledge and enter the window. And instead of going into the passage, we are going to go down. This is back where we started, in a flat in London. You remember I tried to get the rug earlier? So let's get the nails, and now we should be able to get the rug. And as you see, a ring of keys is now showing. So let's get the keys. Now I could climb the stairs and enter the window and then say yo-ho, but instead, let's say yo-ho from inside the flat, and it takes us directly to the open window outside on the ledge. And let's say yo-ho again, and it takes us back to the sandy beach, sort of a shortcut. Let's go east to where we have been gathering items. Check our inventory. We are carrying the book, the rug, the ring of keys, the claw hammer, the nails, and the sneakers. So let's drop the hammer, and then drop the rug, and then drop the nails. Enter the shack. And remember the grass shack with the treasure chest. Let's unlock the chest. It is now open. Let's examine the chest. There are a set of plans in it. Let's get the plans. And in true Scott Adams fashion, sometimes you have to do things twice. Examine the chest, and you find a map. Both the plans and the map are exceptionally important. I'm going to go west to get out of here. Check our inventory. Let's see, we're carrying a book, a ring of keys, a set of plans, safety sneakers, and a map. So let's drop the plans, then we drop the map, get the torch that is in the area, and get the matches. From here, we want to go east to the foot of the cave-ridden hill with all the caves. Enter the cave, and it is too dark to see, so let's light the torch, and then remember we went down. This is the pit with the visible items of the locked door. Let's unlock the door, and it is now an open door with a hall beyond. Let's enter the hall. In a long hallway, visible items, open door with a pit beyond. Some obvious exits are east. So let's go east. And this is where we left the parrot and the shovel and the sack of crackers. This is where we passed back and forth between the two outside and inside areas with the narrow crack. So speaking of entering the crack, let's enter the crack, and it puts us on the other side. This is where we originally dropped our book. Let's do an inventory. We're carrying a book, a lit torch, matches, ring of keys, and safety sneakers. Let's drop the book again. Let's drop the matches. And drop the keys. Enter the crack again. And here we need to get the shovel, get the lumber, get the parrot, and get the crackers. This leaves nothing on the ground. Now, instead of carrying all of this through the crack, we're going to do a roundabout. We're going to go west, back into the long hallway, go into the pit, and this is where the door we unlocked was. We are going to go up into the caves, east and south again, which leads us to the foot of the caves. Unlight the torch, go west, check our inventory. Unlit torch, parrot, pile of pre-cut lumber, safety sneakers, shovel, sack of crackers. We are going to just unload here. So let's drop the torch, drop the parrot, drop the crackers, drop the lumber, drop the shovel, and check our inventory. We just have the sneakers. We want to go east, climb the pathway, and we are back at the top of the hill. There's the book, the matches, the ring of keys, and the rock wall with the narrow crack in it. So let's get the book, get the matches, and get the keys. Here we want to go down and west, taking us back where we have been collecting everything. Let's do an inventory. I am carrying the following: large blood-soaked book, matches, ring of keys, safety sneakers. So let's drop the book, drop the matches, drop the keys, and that should be everything that we were carrying, aside of the sneakers. Carrying the following: safety sneakers. Now let's get the plans, and then read the plans. They're plans to build the Jolly Roger, a pirate ship. You'll need hammer, nails, lumber, anchor, sails, and a keel. So let's get the hammer, let's get the lumber, let's get the nails, get the sails, and then go west. This is the sandy beach where the keel is. We are carrying sails, plans, hammer, nails, pile of pre-cut lumber, and our sneakers. So let's drop things. Let's drop the sails, drop the plans, drop the hammer, drop the lumber, drop the nails. Let's go east again, back to where we were gathering everything. Let's get the water wings. Let's get the shovel. And then we go west again. We enter the lagoon. We have been here before. In this shallow lagoon, to the north is the ocean, visible items, rusty anchor. The tide is out. If we try to get the anchor, it's stuck in the sand. So let's dig, then try to get the anchor, and now we have the anchor. Let's head south to get out of here, back to the sandy beach, and drop the anchor. We now have everything that we need in order to make the ship. So let's build the ship. Congratulations, but your adventure is not over yet. I'm on a sandy beach in a tropical isle. Visible items, set of plans, claw hammer, pirate ship, sand, lagoon, sign to the sand says, welcome to Pirates Island, watch out for the tide. So let's get the plans and get the hammer. And then go ship. We're aboard the pirate ship anchored offshore. Inventory. Set of plans, claw hammer, safety sneakers, shovel, water wings. Let's drop the plans. Drop the hammer. Drop the shovel. And then go back to shore. There are probably a lot of items I do not need, but I am going to bring them with us just to be safe. So we head east back to where we gathered everything. Let's get the crackers. Get the parrot. Get the book. Get the map. And then go west again. Go to the ship and do an inventory. We're carrying the book, parrot, safety sneakers, map, water wing, sack of crackers. So let's drop the parrot, drop the map, drop the crackers, and then go back to shore again. We're going to go east, get the torch, get the matches, get the rug, go west, back to the ship, check our inventory. Book, torch, matches, rug, safety sneaker, water wings. So let's drop the torch, drop the matches, drop the rug, go back to shore, go east. What is remaining here is a mongoose, a ring of keys, and a bottle of salt water. So let's get the mongoose, get the keys, and get the bottle. We return west, we go back to the ship, and inventory, mongoose, keys, bottle of salt water, safety sneakers, water wings, and still carrying the book. So let's drop the mongoose, drop the bottle, drop the keys, go back to shore, And here we need to get crew, so let's say yo-ho, because we know where a pirate is. Enter the window from the ledge. Let's enter the passage. Go east into the secret passageway. While we are here, let's get the bag. And then, before we wake him, let's examine the pirate. Nothing special. Let's wake the pirate. The pirate awakens and says, "Aye, matey, we be casting off soon." He then vanishes. So let's do the quick travel. Say yo-ho twice. It takes us back to the sandy beach. Which, while here, we want to drop the book. This is an excellent place for it. And then go to the ship. And let us see if we can set sail. Pirate says, "Aye, me buckaroo, we be waiting for the tide to come in." So let's wait. Tides be a-changing. Set sail. After a day at sea, we set anchor off a sandy beach. All ashore who's going ashore. What shall I do? Let's get the shovel. Get the map. Let's check our inventory. We have the duffel bag, safety sneakers, map, shovel, water wings. So we are going to go to the shore. I'm on the beach at Treasure Island. Visible items, wicked-looking pirate. Pirate ship. The pirate follows me ashore as if expecting something. Here I want to dig. I found something. I now have bottles of rum. So let's get the rum and then give the rum to the pirate. Pirate grabs rum and scuttles off chortling. Now let's go south, and this takes us to a spooky old graveyard filled with piles of empty and broken rum bottles. Visible items, sleeping pirate. Obvious exits are north and east. We came from the north, so we want to go east. In a large barren field, visible items, monastery. Some obvious exits are west. So let's read the map. It's a map to Treasure Island. At the bottom it says 30 paces, then dig. So let's walk 30 paces. Okay, I walked off 30 paces. Now we are going to dig. I found something. Here's a wooden box here. Let's get the box. Now we are going to head back west to the graveyard, north back to the beach. There are bottles of rum here. Can we get any more rum? We are carrying too much. Let's drop the shovel. Get the rum. Okay, now we have rum. There is no rum laying around. Let's go to the ship, do an inventory. Carrying the duffel bag, safety sneakers, map, bottles of rum, water wings, and a wooden box. Let's drop the box. Drop the map. Let's get the parrot. Get the crackers. Do an inventory. Pirate's duffel bag, parrot, safety sneakers, bottle of rum, water rings, sack of crackers. I would like to drop the sneakers and get the mongoose. Now we are going to go back to shore and head back to the monastery. So we go shore, we go south to the graveyard, and east to where the monastery is, and then we enter the monastery. I am in a sacked and deserted monastery. Visible items, doubloons, deadly mamba snakes. As you can see, the doubloons are marked as treasure. We have to be careful of the mamba snakes. The obvious exit out of here is west. So let's drop the mongoose, because mongoose is designed to kill snakes, yes? And in true Scott Adams humor fashion, it's not a mongoose. The snakes bit it. It's a dead squirrel. So instead, let's use what we know from our previous games. All the way back to Advent, Colossal Cave Adventure, there was a puzzle with a snake, and you needed a bird in order to deal with the snake. This is also true of Pyramid 2000. So let's draw the parrot. The parrot cries pieces of 8. The parrot attacks snakes and drives them off. Parrot ate a cracker. So let's get the doubloons. And let's get the parrot again. And then let's get out of here. Let's go west which takes us back to the barren field, west again, to the spooky old graveyard. And while we are here, let's wake the pirate. He awakens and says, "Aye, matey, we be casting off soon." He then vanishes. Does anybody know why when we read a pirate's voice, we always say it in that weird accent? "Aye, matey, we be casting off soon." Because I would really like to know. Let's go north back to the beach, and then go back to the ship. So we are back aboard the ship, and we have all of these items. Let's do an inventory. Let's see what we're carrying. We are carrying the duffel bag, the doubloons, the parrot, the bottles of rum, the water wings, a sack of crackers. Parrot ate a cracker. So let's drop the crackers. And drop the bag. Let's drop the parrot. And then get the box. And get a hammer. And then let's open the box. Something falls out. As you see, rare stamps have been added to what is on the pirate ship. So let's get the stamps. And I want to drop the hammer and see if we can set sail. We set sail. After a day at sea, we set anchor off of a sandy beach. All ashore who's going ashore. So let's go shore. And then let's get our book and say yo-ho to take us back. We're outside an open window on the ledge of a very tall building. Here we want to enter the window, which takes us into the alcove with the open window and bookcase with the secret passage, but we are not going into the secret passage. Instead, we are going to go down to the flat where we started. Flight of stairs, sign here says bring treasures here. And we want to drop the stamps, and we want to drop the doubloons. At this point, what we want to do is say score. I stored 2 treasures. On a scale of 0 to 100, that ranks 100. Fantastic, you solved it all. This adventure is over. Want to play again? No. And this takes us back to the welcome screen for Extended Color Basic 2.1. When I recorded a Let's Play of this game on the Model 3, I stated, this game is really punishing to the player. I still feel that way, especially where inventory management and having to play leapfrog with everything you need to carry is concerned. Give a player a limited number of slots, in this case 6, with which to carry items, and then force them to have to carry a torch, matches, and safety sneakers almost everywhere, and you're not making puzzles. You're creating an unintuitive mess that abuses the player for playing your game and supporting your company. I suppose they could be forgiven considering how early on in game creation this was, but in modern standards it would never fly. Either way, this game is not anything special. In my opinion, it was actually a step down from Adventureland. Filled with illogical puzzles and unintuitive leaps of deduction, it probably does not deserve the praise it gets for being such a great starting adventure for a newbie. It is straightforward, however, and does not have any real surprises beyond the squirrel joke. And having 2 treasures, as opposed to the 13 required for Adventureland, seems easier. But even now I wonder, what pirate collects stamps? Anyway, here's where I remind you. If you have any questions, comments, or considerations, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. If you have any thoughts, any requests, I would be overjoyed to look at them. Still, I'm procrastinating with Zork. It's a huge game, and I'm trying to still build up a large library of Let's Plays and experience before I tackle one that large. Feel free to share this Let's Play with others. Extra viewership is always a win-win situation. And even better, click like and or subscribe. The more people watching, the more motivated I am to keep doing this. With that in mind, remember, be good to each other, and I look forward to our next adventure together.